Justin Lerma is currently on the books with Independiente in Ecuador's Serie A. Lerma was promoted to the first team at just 15 years old. Having been at Independiente since 2021, he quickly emerged as a standout talent after he played a pivotal role in winning youth cups and competitions at the club. In May 2024, Borussia Dortmund would secure his signature with a view to him moving to the Bundesliga club in 2026. The deal is worth a reported €9.3 million. After reading various scouting reports and watching numerous videos on Justin Lerma, it is clear to see why Dortmund was so eager when securing the player to a future transfer. At a young age, he makes the game look effortless, and he can play a number of midfield roles. It's clear there are some strengths and weaknesses to his game though. One of his main strengths is his dribbling and his ball control. His footwork in tight spaces can be exceptional, and he also possesses an impressive range of passing and often picks the right ball to play. In terms of areas for improvement, he could do with fine-tuning his defensive duty discipline and his decision-making when put under pressure. Thanks to the hard work and dedication of Passion for FM, we can show you what Justin Lerma might look like if he were part of the original FM24 database. And not just that, this may even give us a sneak peek as to what he may look like when FM26 is released later on in the year. Now, if you're the type of manager who loves to scout Wonderkids and you want to add hundreds of brand new Wonderkids to your save games, you're going to need the Passion for FM nextgen database. There is a link to the database in the description down below. Once you download it and start it off with a brand new save game, you're going to unlock hundreds of brand new Wonderkids from across the globe. Players such as Justin Lerma will be there for you to scout, train and develop. Right then, in today's video, we're going to take a look at the career path of Justin Lerma. We're going to go 15 years into the future to see how he will develop. But at this point, Dortmund fans, if you're watching, jump into the comment section and let me know. Are you hyped about Justin Lerma's arrival at the club? Do you think he can go on to become an absolute top tier Wonderkid? And whilst you're in the comment section, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There are plenty of these types of videos coming to the channel in the next weeks and months. And once FM26 is out, there'll be plenty of content that you will not want to miss out on either. Right then, in today's video, as mentioned, we're going to take a look at Justin Lerma's career. I have tried to replicate things to the current day, and that means I've started to save off in 2024. Justin Lerma is still 16 years old. He's part of Independiente's first team, and he has that future transfer arranged to go to Dortmund in 2026. Looking at the player, he's very raw at the start of brand new save games, but there are some standout attributes. Starting off with the technicals, he has good crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing and technique. In the mentals, it's all about his anticipation, composure, decisions, flair, vision, work rate. And he also scores 15 for teamwork and 14 for determination. In the physicals, 14 acceleration, 12 for pace, 13 agility and 12 for balance. Being he's a midfielder who can play in a various number of roles, he could do with probably bulking up a bit, and that strength of 9 is perhaps a little bit weak. But one thing is for sure, he's going to show massive signs of improvement. So let's jump in and see how he gets on in the next 15 years of his career to see if he can become a top tier Wonderkid. The first checkpoint that we reach is the 5-year into the future marker, and that means we are now at 2029. Justin Lerma has finally made the move to Borussia Dortmund, and he's already established himself as a first team player. At the age of 21, there is a lot of development already happening with his profile. Looking at the technical attributes, you can see he now has 14 for dribbling, 14 for first touch, 14 for passing, 13 for technique. In the mentals, anticipation, composure, decisions, determination, flair, off the ball, teamwork and work rate all score highly, with a standout of 16 for vision. And in the physicals, just like was mentioned, as a midfield player, he has now started to bulk out and fill his frame. So in the physicals, acceleration 16, agility of 15, balance of 14, jumping reach of 12, pace of 15, stamina of 13 and strength of 12. At this point, 5 years into the future, at the age of 21, he already looks like he's going to become a top tier Wonderkid. How much more development is going to come in the next 5 years though? Let's see how he looks when he's 26. At the 10-year marker, we can see that Justin Lerma is still at Borussia Dortmund. It is now 2034 and we are 10 years into the future. Justin Lerma is 26 years old and he has now played 116 times for Borussia Dortmund, scoring 17 goals. In terms of his development as a player, it's not as massive as I thought it would be, but there are still some big steps forward in terms of his attributes. Looking at the technicals, dribbling of 15, first touch of 15, passing of 14 and technique of 14. In the mentals, he now scores highly for composure of 16, flair of 16, vision of 17. He also has 14 for anticipation, decisions, work rate and teamwork. He scores 15 for off the ball and 15 for determination still. In terms of the physicals, there's not too much more that has come between the ages of 21 and 26, but he still does have that 16 acceleration, 16 for agility, 15 for pace, 13 for stamina and 12 for strength. So between the ages of 21 and 26, he has taken a step forward. He has established himself as a Borussia Dortmund first teamer. The big question is there any more development to come in the next 5 years? We have now reached the final checkpoint. We are 15 years into the future. It's 2039. And we can see that Justin Lerma now plays for Red Bull Leipzig. At the age of 31, he has developed as far as he can come. Looking at his career path though, it seems that after breaking into Dortmund's first team, things probably stagnated for him. He spent a season on loan at Lens, playing 20 times, scoring 2 goals. And after he came back to Dortmund, he would actually be sold to Red Bull Leipzig for £6.75 million. He has played 23 times and scored once for his new team. In terms of his player profile and his attributes at this point, we can see that everything has kind of just held where it is. Dribbling of 14, first touch of 15, passing of 15 and technique of 15. The technicals are potentially his weakest point at this stage of his career. In terms of the mentals though, he has still taken steps forward with composure of 16, determination of 16, flair of 16, off the ball of 16 and vision now of 18. In the physicals, it's status quo. 16 for acceleration, 16 for agility, 14 for pace, 13 stamina and 12 for strength. So this is probably his final form at the age of 31. We can see he has had a brilliant career, 131 appearances for Ecuador, 25 goals. But that career path of only playing 286 league games and scoring 36 goals really has stunted his development somewhat. I do feel that there is plenty more that you could extract from him. I know that Dortmund had put him into the second team when he first arrived, and then he did break into the first team before the loan spell, and then he was sold to Leipzig for a bargain at £6.75 million, which seems absolutely crazy for a player who was probably at his peak at that point. He moved there in 38, 39, and at the age of 30 he would have developed probably as far as he could go. But I do think there is so much more that you could get out of the player. If you could sign him early, maybe if Dortmund don't put him into the first team in your save and you can poach him away from Dortmund after a season or two, or maybe even take that loan option and turn it into a buy option, I think you're going to get an absolutely fantastic footballer who has the world at his feet in real life. And if you can develop him past the point of what you can see in this profile, I do think he's going to be a standout performer for most teams in FM26. Right then, that is the career path of Justin Lerma. We have gone 15 years into the future. Once again, let me know in the comment section, are you happy with his development? Do you think there could be more to come? Dortmund fans, let me know. If he was to turn out like this and play 181 times for the first team but then be sold on in the future, would you be happy? And also let me know, are there other players that we should be looking at for this series? Let me know in the comments section down below. Whilst you're there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There is plenty more content to come in the weeks and months leading up to the brand new game. I know we are far away from it at the moment, but it will soon be here. It always comes around really, really quickly. Once again, if you want the database to get players such as Justin Lerma in your save games, there'll be a link in the description down below to the Passion 4 FM Next Gen database. But for this one, I'm going to leave it there. Big thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video very soon.